All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Destiny Kennedy. I know that the bottom of my screen says Dr. Alex Kennedy. My husband is a professor at BCC, so I use his Zoom to make sure that I can get my classes finished. But today I am going to talk to you about a topic that is very close to my heart. It is something that I work in and day out, and that is homelessness. Today, I'm going to spend just a few minutes talking to you about the challenges surrounding homeless individuals and how understanding those things helps us better ministers to their specific demographic. So, the first thing that I wanted to talk to you about is what is homelessness? What does that look like? If we were to give it a definition, what would we say? Homelessness, in and of itself, is when someone doesn't have a fixed, regular, or adequate place to stay, especially during the overnight hours. So maybe your home doesn't have adequate water, or maybe you got kicked out, or whatever that circumstance is, the place you were living is no longer adequate. And so you just can't live there anymore. When talking about homelessness, I wanted to give you the broad number of homelessness that we see. And according to a study done by the government in January of 2022, on one night in January, when they did this survey, they found that there were 583,000 different homeless individuals in the streets who were homeless, who had nowhere to be. And so I want you to really keep that number in the back of your head when we talk about the rest of these statistics. So, the two things that I wanted to really bring out to you guys about homelessness were mental health and physical health. These are two things that we see amongst the homeless population that hinder their ability to either get better, to go find a job, or it is the reason they became homeless to begin with. So, the first thing that I want to talk about just quickly is mental health or their mental states. According to the study that was done in 2002, out of the 583,000 people that they found homeless on the streets, 21% of those individuals reported having some type of mental health issue or mental health crisis. And 16% of those people also had some type of substance abuse addiction. That is a 16% increase from the year of 2020 to the year of 2022. So, what is that telling us? It's saying that out of that big number, that 583,000, 22% of them had some type of depression, anxiety, anything. That's a huge number. And that changes the way that we approach somebody homeless on the streets because that very well could have been the reason that they couldn't have kept their job. They were having such bad depression, they couldn't have gotten up out of bed in the morning to go and do the things that they were supposed to do to help them make that paycheck that helped them get better. The second thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about was physical disease. Out of that 5,000, 500,000, 83, whatever, 60% of those individuals said that they had no access to health care. That is a huge amount of individuals who don't have the ability to do things like go get a doctor when they have like pneumonia or an ear infection or any other type of secondary infection. That's a lot of individuals who don't get to go see a dentist. So when they don't have health care, they can't go get the help that they need for their mental health, but they also cannot go and get the help that they would need to help fix issues in their body that are causing them pain. And so when we look at their mental health and their physical health, the two of them are very, very linked, but they're also two separate entities that have them end up homeless, or it is something that keeps them homeless because they can't make themselves better. They can't get the help that they need to go and get a job, maintain that job, and then in return get their paycheck to continue to pay their bills. And so those are just two of the things that we see that really hinder someone's ability to do everyday life. And so I just wanted to take a minute and say, hey, when you're looking at those homeless individuals, let's take a moment and step back and look at them with a love and a compassion to be able to understand their specific situation, knowing that if we can better understand where they are mentally and physically, we can better help them to better themselves and give them better resources.